beautiful souls out there. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Before I begin, I need to say a disclosure. This is what I've been recommended to say. So, if you're under a doctor, please keep with your doctor. Do your own research as well, because it will help you. And basically, talk with your doctor and see what he suggests or she suggests. Now, basically, what I'm going to tell you is just my experience only, and mine alone. So, many years ago, I was diagnosed with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. Yes, irritable bowel syndrome. It's also known as there's different types of stomach issues, challenges. I don't call them a problem because challenges can be solved and problems can't be solved. So basically, I found out after doing my research that IBS is part of an autoimmune disease, how doctors like to call it. The way that I found out is that doctors seem to basically like to treat the symptoms and not the cause. So I did a lot of research and I found out the main challenge and how do I need to cope with it. So, autoimmune disease. Now, what I'm going to say to you is, what I'm going to just talk to you about is absolutely gross to some people. I'm used to it now. But believe me, what I'm going to talk to you about is gross to some people. I'm not going to show any images because I think the images will be disturbing to some men and women. So, how do we, fix our stomach issue after doing the research? Well, I know that IBS is part of an autoimmune disease and your stomach flares up. This is because we've got parasites. It doesn't matter how good your diet is or how, you can have the perfect diet, it doesn't matter. Everyone has parasites. Every single man, woman, they have parasites. And there's a way, don't panic, because this can be resolved. Remember I said to you, problems can't be solved, but challenges can. There's different ways to get rid of these parasites. Now these parasites, worms, there's different types that everyone has. The most common one is the thread worm, which if you've got an itchy bum, that's probably one side, but if you constantly eating sugar, like sugaring a cup of tea or eating a lollipop or whatever, it just means you've got worms, and it can be easy then because worms feed off sugary stuff. Okay? And what they do is they bite into your intestine wall and make little holes. So this is one reason why the stomach is so painful, because they're actually trying to link themselves to the intestine wall. Now, every 2 weeks, our so I'm asthmatic. Basically, every 2 weeks, our body our intestines tries to heal itself every 2 weeks, but it can't do that if it's being constantly chewed at. So you need to get rid of what's inside of you. Now there's different ways that you can basically get rid of. Now you can use all different types of herbs, which I always keep in my cupboard. And there's another one which basically I prefer because it gets rid of them straight away, and also I can lose weight a lot more better as well. I mean, I'm 10 stone at the moment, and my ideal weight would be 8 stone. So I'm trying to get back to where I was previously. So what do we normally do? Now, yes, you're going to have symptoms. You can have lots of different, because your body can't cope with all these toxins. So, and you're carrying the weight also of the parasites as well, because they're eating all your nourishment that you're trying to take in. And these little creatures do like to have what you feed them. So there's different ways, of herbs. And if you don't like coping with the symptoms, basically you can do an enema. It's just like a, like a thing, you unscrew the top, put, water in, warm water. Don't use tap water, because tap water's got fluoride in, which is a type of bleach, and it's got fluoride in, which is dangerous to the brain and the body over time, and it can kill. So this is mine. This goes up the bum, and basically it helps clean your body out. Now, if you're into, I will do a video about an enema in another video, but my main concern was getting this video done, because there's lots of people out there who's been diagnosed with Cushing disease and all sorts of things, and all stomach issues, and there are some doctors who do not want to give the cure, because if they know they keep the cure, they won't come back for more. So this is my experience that I have. So you got to look at what's causing the issue. So basically, if you're diagnosed with IBS, it's likely you got worms. It is very likely. Everyone gets worms. I mean, usually every 6 months I do an enema. Every 6 months, and then basically I'm overdue on my enema. Usually I do it. Normally I would do my enema sort of like every month, and then do a proper one sort of like every 6 months to make sure everything's thing. But basically that's how I deal with my issues when it comes down to stomach. So if you've got an issue with your stomach, basically I would get to see if it's likely you got worms. And when I discovered I had worms, and I had loads come out when I did my enema, and I tell you what, after 24 hours of having my first enema, basically, what was actually, no, I tell a lie. Basically, I had the flea jab in 2017, and that basically, I'm in this suing the NHS as we speak at the moment. Still, but in 2017, basically, I had the flea jab. I didn't want it, but I was told I got to have it, whether I liked it or not. So I had it. My children, my oldest daughter didn't have it that time because the previous year she had asthma issues, by what I can remember. But nevertheless, in 2017, basically within hours of having the flu jab, I basically started having fits because I couldn't go for a poo. I had loads of blockages in my system, loads, and I was having fits, constant fits, and I stayed awake for 2 whole weeks. And also, basically, the only thing that saved my life was to have the enemas done. So my husband would help me do the enemas, get things moving. And basically, after my stomach was cleaned out, thank God, basically, I was starting to feel better, and actually started to feel my left leg better, because before it was completely and utter, numb. I couldn't feel it. You can kick it, you can stop it, it didn't matter. I couldn't feel my left leg, and I didn't have much at all of my left arm. But now, I'm able to move my arm, which is really good. It's still weak, but at least I can move it. I can't hold things very much in it, but at least I can use it a little bit. So that's good, isn't it? I can move it. So, basically, I managed to heal myself through enemas. My husband even stayed awake with me while, for 2 whole weeks. He didn't get no sleep, because the thing is, if he didn't get no sleep, I could have another fit and died. So he was constantly doing, I had about 300 enemas in total, possibly more, I can't remember, but I was having enemas for 2 whole weeks. And I almost died in 2017, fighting for my life. So basically, thanks to the enemas, fantastic. I can't believe that it saved my life. So basically, unknown disease is basically parasites. There's different ways you can get rid of it. Obviously, one is, the faster way is enemas. If you don't like the idea of an enema, but it might come in handy if there's an emergency, because enemas can save people's lives. So, there's other different herbs like black walnut, garlic. They don't like garlic at all. And there's many other different herbs. I can't remember all of them. I should have wrote a list, shouldn't I? Actually type a list out, so I can't physically write. So I should have just typed the list out. And but there's so many different ways. But there's also, you can do what they call water fasting. So you're not actually eating, but you're drinking loads of water to make you go to the toilet. But at the same time, you will get symptoms So it doesn't matter what you take, you're going to have symptoms of some sort, whether it's eczema, a rash, and it could be anything. You know, this is why this comes in handy. If I'm really in pain, I think, oh, okay, oh, it's another month, I've got to basically do an enema. And I do my enemas either just before my period or just after my period. But I haven't done it for a few months, so basically I would normally do it, but I've been so busy I haven't done it, so I've got to get back into the routine of that. So basically the best thing you can do for your body is detox them. There is tablets you can get at the doctors, but trust me, you know, I mean, you know, we rang them up and that, and they said I got worms, and the tablets didn't even work. So basically, not only that, if you have tablets, it could have chemicals in that the body doesn't agree with, and your liver is the one that's got to process everything. So basically, this is what I've experienced, this is what I do. Please tell me, you know, in the comment below what sort of things that you do to help yourself. You know, your experiences, you know, do you suffer with IBS, etc.? Also, you know, please subscribe, like, share, and also ding that bell. I will do a video on an enema shortly. You take care of yourselves, guys. Take care. Bye.